Hey everybody, welcome back to Lunchtime with Ace Silverfang. I am Ace Silverfang, and this is once again Ace Attorney. Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. Sorry, depends on how you read that title. And we're jumping back into the second game. Justice for All. Last we left off, Maya had once again been accused of murder. This time, of her own client. And she had murdered while under the possession of a ghost or a spirit. Yeah, this one. So, we last left off, just sort of walking around. I don't exactly remember what I left off doing, but I think I left off going to the side room. Yep. Hello again. We seem to be seeing a lot of each other today. Aw, she's like... Oh, yeah. Aw, she's like totally cute. Is she like your daughter? What? No! Who do you think I am? Well, considering I think that he's like at least 25. And she's 8. No, you're right, that would be weird. Unless... Dang, that'd be a young father, but still possible. Yeah, sure. The victim. I want to ask you about the victim, Dr. Gray. Oh yeah, that's right, I got my power. I'm learning a new mechanic. Here we go, let's learn this new mechanic. I totally don't know him. Liar! Ah, what is that? Hmm? You can see it, can't you, Mr. Nick? You can see the lock on that person's heart. Huh? What? This is the power of the Magatama. Only you can see these psychic locks, Mr. Nick. Psyche locks? Psyche locks, huh? The more someone wants to hide their secret, the more locks you'll see. If it's only one, I think you can easily unlock it. Unlock? But how? Please use Mystic Maya's Magatama on this person. And let's remove the lock. I have no idea what you're talking about, but guess I'll give it a try. You must be careful though, Mr. Nick. If you make a mistake, it will hurt you. If you don't think you have the proof you need, you must have the courage to stop. Well, I've got to start somewhere. Let's give this Psyche Lock thing a try. Okay, practice. I'm going to ask you again. Did you know Dr. Gray? I totally don't know that guy. Like, you're totally more persistent than a roach. Lock. This girl's hiding something. I'm sure of it. Yeah, the locks all around kind of clue me in on that. I guess I have no choice but to remove this lock. Alright, so first I have to use Maya's Magatama. Okay, so I gotta use it. No, that's not used. How? Well, because I'm learning and I don't know what I'm doing properly, Let's present it to her. Boom! The victim. Eeny meeny. I believe you do know who Dr. Gray is. I told you. Like, how many times do I have to tell him? How many times do I have to, like, repeat myself? If you're, like, so totally sure, then where's, like, your proof? Well, it may be possible that you've never actually met Dr. Gray in person. I do believe you might at least indirectly know of him. Like, what do you mean? Like, indirectly? I should try to show that possibility existed for now. So something that shows a possible connection between Eni and Dr. Gray. Here's your proof. Okay, never mind. Ow. And I should probably stop. Oh, right, I forgot. I can actually look at people. Okay, so don't think I have enough. Oh, here we go. Hey, it's you, pal. So you're going to be her lawyer, I bet. Yes. Oh, I really feel bad for you, pal. Just this once, I wish I could be on your side. Detective Gumshoe. Yeah, but I shouldn't be saying that kind of stuff to you. Hey, you're a cute. Hey, you're a cute kid. I'm not scary. Honest. Wow. I never knew Gumshoe liked kids. Hey, I know. I'll show you something cool. How's this? It's a real, genuine pistol. Detective Gumshoe? What are you doing showing you something that dangerous? Oh, sorry. Just went and showed her his gun. Maya's killed. What about Maya and the charges against her? I don't think you can win, pal. If you're talking about proof, we've got a few pieces. You got proof? Yeah, pal. That puffy-haired photographer is going to testify tomorrow. He must be talking about Lotta. Actually, speaking of Lotta, I took some hot pictures earlier. Huh? Remember? I took some pictures at the murder scene inside. Lotta's hot pictures. I wonder what her camera captured. Besides, you must have realized by now, pal. There's no way anyone other than Maya or Faye could have done it. Nah, I've already found a bullet hole, so there has to be a way. What am I supposed to say to Pearls now? About Dr. Gray. The victim wasn't super famous, but people still knew who he was. His face was all over those tabloid shows last year. Yeah, I know. I was looking through some newspapers from last year, and... Huh? I could have sworn I cut an article out, but I guess I must have lost it. He took into his pockets, and boy, are those big. He got big pockets. It looked really interesting, too. Hey, do you have a copy, pal? A copy of that article? I think Dr. Gray might have brought a copy to the office when he came by. Present. Dr. Gray brought this over to my office the other day, and... Hey, it's that news story! The one about the malpractice suit! 14 patients died, and it caused a huge stink. Jeez, I think more than a huge stink. 14 patients died. Yeah, but that's not all, pal. Things only got worse after that. You mean the car accident the nurse died in? Oh, here we go. I brought my own clipping with me today. Here, pal. This is for you. Alright, thanks. Hey, he did find it. Meeny miny. Oh. Oh, okay. It's Eeny Miny. That's her name. I get it now. Eeny Miny and Mimi Miny. Mimi Miny. Nurse at Gray's Surgical Clinic died after falling asleep at the wheel. Finally got something I can use to connect her. About Maya's trial tomorrow. I've got 2 pieces of news for you, pal. 2? Yeah. Bad news and even worse news. So which do you want to hear first? I don't really care. It doesn't change the fact that I'm not going to like it. Alright, pal. Well, the prosecutor for the trial is Prosecutor Von Karma. Sorry, what? What? Yeah, there. Von Karma? Manfred Von Karma. He was an awe-inspiring veteran prosecutor. He never lost a case in the 40 years of his career, and he raised a fearsome disciple. The horrible aftertaste of the evil he force-fed me is something I'll never forget. Wait a sec. Didn't Von Karma stand trial and... That's where the other piece of bad news comes in. The Von Karma you're facing tomorrow is actually his successor. Successor? Successor. So, who is this successor to Von Karma? Literally, pal, it's Prosecutor Von Karma's kid. His kid became a prosecutor real young, like 13, and hasn't lost trial since. That's not how law works. That's not how lawyers work. Granted, people love the idea of a child lawyer, but you gotta pass the bar, and I can't see a 13-year-old anywhere passing the bar. That's what they call a prodigy, pal. Kid, huh? Wait a second. 13? The kid became a prosecutor at the age of 13? I mean, a prodigy like that, I would have heard something about. Oh, no. The kid was born and raised in Germany, pal. That country's got a lot of stuff. And it's a great place to develop a person's talents. Germany, huh? That's probably why I've never heard of this person. Still, all it takes is someone mentioning the name Von Karma. I get terrible flashbacks to that case. Stop it! Get a Wake up on yourself, Phoenix. None of that matters anymore. Now that he's gone. Cold sweat. Broken out. Nice. Catch you later, Gumshoe. Gotta go back to the winding way. In the side room. And present. That. The victim. Eeny Miny, I believe you do know who Dr. Gray is. I told you, like, how many times do I, like, have to repeat myself? If you're, like, so totally sure, then where's, like, your proof? Well, it may be possible that you never actually met Dr. Gray in person. I do believe you might have at least indirectly known of him. Like, what do you mean? Like, indirectly? No, here we go. Bam! Take a look at this newspaper clipping. Like, what is it? A story about an accident? Please read the victim's name. Mimi Miny. Miny is a pretty rare last name, wouldn't you say? Miss Mimi Miny wouldn't happen to be a relative of yours, would she? So you noticed. She was my older sister. I'm sorry about your loss. Your sister. Was she a nurse? Perhaps at Dr. Gray's surgical clinic? Gray Surgical Clinic. I don't think I need to tell you that the clinic was run by the victim, Dr. Turner Gray. Which is how you knew of Dr. Gray. You knew him through your sister! Bang! Shattered! Unlocked. Hey, my health's back. Well, not really health. My tolerance? I don't know what that really represents. The victim. Please, tell me all you know about Dr. Gray. Alexa, stop. My sister's name was Mimi Miny. She was like a nurse at Dr. Gray's clinic. That's what I thought. I heard that, like, Dr. Gray was really tough on people. Like, a total slave driver. My sis was, like, always coming home totally wiped out because she was overworked. Wiped out? So is that why she fell asleep at the wheel? That guy, like, drove my sis so hard. So, like, that's why the accident happened. The one where 14 patients died from malpractice? Yeah, like, I think that was the doctor's fault, too. My sis was pushed by, like, everyone's expectations and, like, her duties and stuff. And that pushed her to her death. Oh. I'm sorry. So, like, are we done? I've, like, already told my story to, like, everyone. Do you understand now, Mr. Nick? This is how a psyche lock works. Well, I don't plan to pry into people's hearts unless I absolutely need to. The lock this time was pretty easy, but you might meet people who aren't as willing to give in later on. If you don't have enough proof, be careful and know when to stop trying. Okay. Hey, a chest. Where did this box come from? Now that I think about it, it wasn't there earlier, was it? I'm sure this wasn't here last night. It looks like a box for storing clothes, but it's pretty big for just clothes. It's mostly empty, but a few folded pieces of channeling costumes sit at the bottom. Okay. You're still here. What do you think about this? Hey, that's a pretty nice looking brooch. You can stop wearing that ugly old attorney's badge. Start wearing that, pal. That detective's so nice. Are you happy, Mr. Nick? Happy? About what? He just told me to stop being an attorney. He didn't mean to, but he did say it. That's basically what he said. I know how easily things can slip by and just be missed. Pretty easy. Oh, here we go. June 20th, Kurain Village. Mr. Nick? What's wrong? I've never left Kurain Village. Really? Wow, that's pretty amazing, actually. You're going to meet with Mystic Maya, aren't you? Please tell her I said hi. Okay. Hey, wait! She ran off. Again. Well, I know Iani's secret now, but I still don't have any idea how I'm going to save Maya. I don't even know if I should go in there with a smile or a straight face. Smile or straight face, I don't know. Both mean different things. But clearly they're implying that I must go and talk to Maya. June 20th, Detention Center, Visitor's Room. What am I supposed to do? I'm almost out of time! Can I really do anything? Can I really save her? Sorry to keep you waiting. Huh? It must be Maya. It's been a long time, hasn't it, Phoenix? That voice. Mia! Mia? Even without me being here, it looks like you've learned to stand on your own. Wow, she just... there now. Mia. She's Maya's older sister and my mentor. She was a top-notch defense lawyer, but a certain case forced her into retirement. But whenever I'm in trouble, she comes to help, just like this. Her spirit comes back from the other world and borrows Maya's body for a bit. Phoenix, you can't make that kind of face in front of your client. I like how she basically was like, oh crud, I gotta take over before Maya sees this. A lawyer is someone who smiles no matter how bad it gets, and especially when it's bad. Yeah. You can't smile at the end if you haven't been smiling the whole way there. In any case, the face you're making now is no face to show a client, Phoenix. But... So, tell me about it. Tell me all about it. I'm going to guess that my sister is in a lot of trouble again. What gave it away? The fact that you're on the other side of the detention center glass? I told her everything about what had happened the last 2 days. Mia closed her eyes, deep in thought, while she listened. I see. Mia, what am I supposed to do? I have no proof. I have no evidence. I have newspaper clippings. And a bullet hole. And a key. This is not enough evidence to go to court with. All I have really of any value is this. It's pretty clear what a good lawyer does in this situation. And that is? Tell me, please! Believe in your convictions. And fight for the complete acquittal of your client. That is true. Not guilty. You think Maya's not guilty? How can you be sure? How can you be so sure? I know she is. And I'll give you a hint as to why. Yes? Mediums can't have dreams. They can't? From what you told me, it sounds like Maya was having a dream while channeling. Yeah. She said she dreamt that she had died and had been buried in the ground. But that is impossible. You've heard it from her, I'm sure. When a medium channels, her own spirit disappears. Which means that it's impossible for her to dream during that time. Then, what does this mean? I think it's safe to bet that Maya was set up. A setup? It's up to you to blow the lid on this case tomorrow and show how she was set up. Okay, gotta prove it's a setup. How am I supposed to prove her innocence when I have nothing to go on? If you're looking for a clue, it's already in your hands. It is? Just as it sounds, Phoenix. You already hold the key. Really? Come on. Show me the key to this case. The key, huh? Alright, I'll show it to her. The key I hold. Hold on. Bang! Okay, try to show me something that will help you. It's a bullet hole! Okay, fine, here. This is Maya's Magatama, isn't it? Why do you have it? Maya gave it to me, but... I see. This is something very important to me. Take good care of it, okay? She's looking at it with a soft look in her eyes. Ah. Nope, that's not it. I have a key! Mia, have you seen this key before? Ah, the key. Oh, it was in quotes. I thought the key was metaphorical. I didn't think it would be the literal key in my pocket. It's literally the key to understanding everything that's happened during this case. This key? Phoenix, listen. Right now, that key is sitting in your hand. However, it shouldn't be. It contradicts the facts. Why? I got it from Pearl, who found it on the ground. What does she mean? I'm certain this key will be the piece of evidence that makes your case tomorrow. Curious. Trying to think of how this will work. Unless... it was dropped by the killer? I don't know. That's confusing. You already know everything you need to know. You know what the key to this case is. That is enough. But... how can I win tomorrow without knowing who the real murderer is? Who could have... I didn't know it at the time. But this day was going to end with a turn for the surprising. Maya? Mia? Mia? What? What's wrong? That's right. Only I can see the psychic locks. Which means Mia must know something about the real murderer. But for this to be something that she would hide under lock and key from even me, what in the world is going on? 3 locks. I need 3 pieces of evidence to get through to get her to tell me anything. Yeah, save. Boom. Alright, let's go. To court. To the trial. June 21st, 9:48 a.m. District Court. Defendant lobby number 3. What? Prosecutor Von Karma? You mean... No. I heard it's a successor this time. Successor? Manfred Von Karma was a really sinister man. He pulled all sorts of nasty tricks, all so he could win. He was a man obsessed with the word perfection. He had a perfect record for 40 long years. Who knows what sort of dirty tricks he used to get each of those guilty verdicts. And now his successor. I wonder what kind of person they'll turn out to be. It's no good. Mystic Maya! Pearly! You showed up! Thanks for coming all this way. I was really worried about you. Hey, where's your mother? Didn't you two come together? Mother is watching over the trainees. She said they have training for 2 days straight with no breaks. Huh? Then, you came all by yourself? Yup! I snuck out of the manor and followed a map. Don't tell me you walked all the way here. Of course not! I ran. There's a bus stop! Why did you run? I can't... Oh my. There's also a train stop, I forgot about that. He took a train first. If it takes 2 hours by train... Oh man. Hurley, what about the train? Huh? What's a tray-in? Just an innocent look like that, just... What's a train? I give up. It's time, isn't it? I'm really scared. What if Von Karma tries to do something to me? At least I know Mr. Edgeworth would be nicer to me than Von Karma. I mean, sort of. He'd be fair. Edgeworth was always fair. He was tough. But he was fair, and he wanted to find the truth. Even if it meant he was wrong. Mr. Edgeworth? Who is that? He's Nick's rival. Well, he's also a friend. Objection! Objection! That's right. I still remember him as though I'd seen him only yesterday. Objection! Every trial was a scorchingly fierce battle. Until the very end. It was always back and forth with them. But when you're rivals for life... Maya! Please don't mention that name ever again. Huh? But why, Nick? I'm sorry, Maya. I forgot you don't know. He's gone. And he's not coming back. What? Wait a second! What's that supposed to mean? Court will commence shortly. Please proceed into the courtroom. Okay, they make it out like Edgeworth's dead with that statement that Phoenix made, but I'm pretty sure Edgeworth's not dead. I think it's Phoenix's bad habit of misphrasing things that he picked up from Maya. Please proceed into the courtroom. Let's go. Now it's not the time to talk about that anyway. Nick? June 21st, 10 a.m. District Courtroom number 2. Ah, yes, I recognize her. Court is now in session for the trial of Maya Fey. Are the prosecution and defense prepared? What is with this kid? Mr. Wright, are you prepared? Huh? Yes, Your Honor. Why does he always seem mad at me? Mr. Phoenix Wright. You must be a little shocked, because I am a woman, correct? No. More how old you are. Hold on, so she's the famous successor to Prosecutor Von Karma? I am Franziska Von Karma, the prodigy. I see. Okay. I gave up a promising career in Germany and came to this country for one sole reason. Revenge. Revenge? Is this about her father, Manfred Von Karma? If it's something of a personal nature, I'm sure you can... Ow! I'm talking. She just whipped the judge. I guess he now really is whipped. I'll see myself out. If you interrupt again, my whip will do the speaking for me. Please speak with your mouth like a normal person. I beg of you. Ow! Ow! Make no mistake, I will defeat you. Prepare to go down, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Prosecutor Von Karma, your opening statement, please. Those of Von Karma blood have only one fate, and that is perfection. The defendant, Maya Fey, will find no escape from her guilt on my watch. Very well. What is the defense's position? Your Honor, does the defense wish to enter a plea of not guilty? Yes. Foolish fool who foolishly dreams of foolish dreams. 10 minutes. I give the defense 10 minutes before it changes its plea. I will not! Now I just have to not change my plea and I win. Haha! You failed already. That's right. I'll have you running for the justified self-defense plea in no time. Justified self-defense. A plea usually reserved for when a person unintentionally kills the defense, or kills in defense of themselves. We could very easily make a solid case that it was self-defense, but the defense stands by the plea of not guilty, Your Honor. Because to plead justified self-defense is to say you did kill someone. How foolish. If that's how you want to play it, Mr. Phoenix Wright, then I shall now call the first witness. It's crafty what she did. By saying the self-defense plea, she basically was at least offering a way out, which is kind of... it's cunning. She just scares her father. Like father, like daughter, I suppose. Oh, great, gumshoe. Well, this will be an easy interrogation. Witness, your name and occupation.
Yes, sir. My name is Dick Gumshoe. I'm a detective at the local precinct.
Ah! He just sort of laughed at that one. It's kind of funny. His facial expression. Get to the point already. That was the point! You asked his name and occupation! Explain to the court the details of this murder.
Yes, sir. If everyone will please look at this map. It's a map of a square. You can see the square has 4 quadrants. That's because it's actually 4 mats on the floor. The room is also a square.
It's literally a map of one room. I don't know why you need a map. The channeling chamber has no windows, and the door was locked shut. At the time of the murder, only the victim and the defendant were in the room.
What were they doing in there?
They were channeling, spirit, sir.
Channeling a spirit?
That's quite the look of disbelief there, Your Honor.
Anyway, a few minutes after the channeling started, gunshots were heard coming from inside the room, sir. A few of the witnesses broke the door down and rushed into the room to help. That's when they found the victim was already dead, correct?
Yes.
I believe this is one of the most open and shut cases I have ever presided over.
It's not that simple, Your Honor.
So how was the victim killed?
I was about to get to that. Stop wasting my time, then.
Cause of death. Witness testimony.
The direct cause of death was a pistol shot to the forehead, sir. The shot was fired from point-blank range. But before the victim was shot, sir, he was stabbed in the chest. The wound was very severe, but not enough to cause instantaneous death. The murderer used the pistol to finish the victim off after the stabbing. Nothing is ever that simple, you're right. It's always complicated. Well, no, I can't say nothing's that simple. The judge is always that simple. Such an innocent mind at the age of 67, I assume. I don't know. I'm taking a guess at his age. Could be 82. I have no idea. They never say. He could be 137 for all we know. They are. But Maya, well, no, she's the one who forced me to keep the Steel Samurai poster in my office for the clients to see. Not exactly the most professional portrait. But they are lovable dorks. He may be completely naive and incredibly simple, but he is honest.
So the victim was stabbed before being shot.
This is the victim's autopsy report, sir. Yeah, I can't... Let's just be honest. Everyone in this show, in this entire series, who isn't a killer is an absolute dork. That's what makes Phoenix's facetious nature toward all of them so funny. It's like, oh, wow, really? No way. Oh, wow, how are you so surprised? Oh, man, I can't believe I gotta do this again. It's like a sane person living in a world of crazy people. No, you're right. Edgeworth is not a dork. Apparently, in order to not be a dork or a killer, you have to be a lawyer. Not guaranteed, though, because as Von Karma proved, you can be a lawyer and a killer. But if you're not a killer and you are a lawyer, then you're not a dork. Because it takes real brains to be a lawyer. No, wrong Von Karma. Sorry. From the previous game. They mentioned this a little earlier, I think, before you got here. Her father, I proved he was a killer in a previous trial. So, the previous Von Karma. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, Francesca did not kill anybody. Well, yet. There's still time. She could kill somebody. She probably won't. They've already did the Von Karma angle once. But she could. After being stabbed in the chest, he was shot in the forehead at point blank.
The court accepts it into evidence. Mr. Wright, you may question the witness.
Cause of death, cross-examination. Alright, let's do this. The direct cause of death was a pistol shot to the forehead. Sir, hold up! He is the dorkiest of all dork. And dates way too many models. I don't know how a dork that big can date model after model after model after model. Where does he go that he meets all these models? I must find out. I don't think he's ever had a not model girlfriend, actually, now that I think about it. The murder weapon, Detective Gumshoe. Whose pistol was it? It was the victim's. The victim? Now why would he have... Why would he have a pistol? Who cares? I do! Could be a crucial piece of evidence, you jerk! The point that you are missing is whose fingerprints are on that pistol. If you're not already paying attention to that, then I suggest you start.
Fingerprints? There were fingerprints? I learned about those in a trial not too long ago.
Along with the victims. The defendant, Maya Faze, were also on the grip, sir.
So the defendant's fingerprints were left on the murder weapon.
I walked right into our hands there. The shot was fired from point blank range. Why? Point blank, huh? So about how far away is that? It said it was between 12 to 20 inches away. Oh. I did not realize point blank had an actual measurement. Now I do. I learned something new today. If anything you learned in the Phoenix Wright games can be considered true, that is. And how do you know he was shot at point blank? Mr. Wright. Oh, I know, more of a... Mr. Wright, Phoenix Wright. I grow tired of the foolish foolery of the foolish fools of this foolish country. That's pretty condescending. Excuse me? Gunpowder burn. Gunpowder burn? When something is shot from point blank, a burn area is left around the bullet hole. This is true. Okay. Good to know they got that right. Awesome. Gunpowder exploding is what makes a bullet fire. And that gets real hot, pal. And there were definitely some gunpowder burns left on the victim's forehead. Wow. Never knew that. Live and learn, I guess.
I learned something new in court.
Probably not the best time to be learning. But before the victim was shot, sir, he was stabbed in the chest. Oh, wait, hold on. Wrong button. This one. Stabbed. And what was he stabbed with? A fruit knife.
I see. And whose knife was it?
It looks like it belongs to the Faze, sir. And of course, Maya Faye's fingerprints are all over it. She was possessed at the time. Why on earth would she have picked up both of those? That ghost is stupid. Well, I guess it is Eenie Meenie's sister. Not really stupid, but very ditzy.
All over it, huh?
This doesn't look good. What will you do now, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
I will continue to press him! Like this.
How severe was the wound?
If it had been half an inch more to the right, it would have hit the victim's heart. After a stab like that, it's impossible to fight back, let alone stand.
This testimony makes it sound like Maya had stabbed him with the intent to kill,
and then grabbed his gun somehow and shot him.
Are you sure he was stabbed first, then shot?
Yup, sure as sure can be. One look at the wounds and you'd come to the same conclusion too, pal.
A fool is a fool who will only listen to the foolish opinions of other foolish fools. A pistol shot to the forehead at point blank is certainly enough to kill instantly. Does it matter, then, which was first? Think a little more before you open that big mouth of yours, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Well, yeah, it does matter what order it happened in. You can still cause gunpowder burns on somebody after they're dead. What a pain. That's enough. We have clearly established how the victim was murdered. I brought the 2 murder weapons with me today. Very well. The court accepts them into evidence. Thank you.
Murder weapon was Gray's. 2 shots fired. Bears Maya's and Gray's fingerprints. Murder weapon, a small fruit knife, belongs to the face. Bears Maya's fingerprints. Well, it is their knife. I assumed that, of course, it would have her fingerprints on it. The date and time of death was June 19th at 3:15 p.m. Eyewitnesses claim to have heard 2 gunshots at this time.
And 2 murder weapons, both with the defendant's fingerprints on them. Huh. This does seem like an open and shut case.
Naturally.
This is going from bad to worse. As if the summary just now wasn't oversimplifying things to the extreme.
Your Honor, feel free to slam that little gavel of yours. After all, there is no more room left for doubt, is there?
That is quite true. Mr. Wright. Yes? Even in the face of all this, do you still get to plead not guilty? Yes! What kind of lawyer would I be if I didn't?
Bad one, that's the answer.
It's the opinion of this court that if you do not adjust your plea, you stand to lose.
See, just as I promised, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You would change your plea in less than 10 minutes.
What will you do, Mr. Wright? Will you change to justified self-defense? Because now would be the time to do so. This is your final chance.
This is a huge decision. I better think this through all the way.
Not at all! I'm pleading not guilty.
If we plead justified self-defense, we would basically be confessing to murder. Except not, because it's not murder. It's justified self-defense. A completely different verdict. But still, after the trial, Maya's life would be ruined, and she'd be labeled as a murderer. Well, a killer, but not a murderer. Because again, very different things. I can't let that happen.
Your Honor! Have you reached a conclusion, Mr. Wright?
The defense will not change its plea.
We will accept nothing short of complete acquittal. Ow! My hand! Don't whip my pointer finger. I point with that.
You have sealed your fate, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Detective!
Yes, sir.
Present the final portion of your testimony. The final strike.
Yes, sir. Now see here. Proceedings are run by... Oh, yes, of course. Go ahead, detective, and give your testimony.
Wow. I'd make a whip crack sound, but she's been doing that for me. I think the court would like to hear about the other piece of incriminating evidence. What other evidence could there be?
Sorry, pal, but there's an even more incriminating piece of evidence. This is the costume the defendant was wearing at the time of the crime. As you can see, it's covered in blood. The defendant attacked and killed a person who, without a doubt, was not fighting back. Yeah, okay. There are plenty of ways she could have gotten blood on her just by standing near the victim. She was standing pretty close to him. It's a small room. So this is the costume. There certainly is evidence of a back spray of blood on this. This piece directly links Maya Fey to the crime, sir. She was there, sure. Doesn't mean she did it.
I see. The court accepts this into evidence.
Clothes Maya was wearing at the time of the murder. There are blood splatters on it.
All right, Mr. Wright.
Maya's fingerprints are on both. Yeah. Try that again. Maya's fingerprints are on both murder weapons and blood splatters on her clothes. Could the situation get any worse? Probably, but I really shouldn't jinx myself now. Huh. What's wrong? You seem to be at a loss. I think this is the last piece of testimony the prosecution should have to offer. Feel free to sulk off with your tail between your legs, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Please stop calling me by my full name. It's disturbing.
I was wondering when someone was going to comment how she does that every time. Sorry, pal. Here we go. Why didn't you say so in your testimony earlier? You're kind of scary today, you know, pal? I'm fighting for my friend, of course I am!
Come now, Mr. Wright. There is no need for that kind of attitude in my court.
Sorry.
All right, just please stop glaring at me like that.
Ah, such a spine this judge has. It's a spine of left wet noodle. This is the costume the defendant was wearing at the time of the crime. Maya's costume? Yeah, she was wearing this when we arrested her. Maya. She's wearing her channeling costume today, too. Is she not allowed to wear anything else? This is more of a revelation of Maya's wardrobe than it is anything for the case. Covered in blood. There's blood on the costume. Lab results showed that it's the victim's blood. Alright.
So there is blood from the victim on the defendant's clothes.
Definitely not good. So, were there any other clues you could glean? Typo! The word is glean, not gleam. It's not a shiny thing. You're right. I forgot about that. The white noodle. I must have remembered somewhere in the deep recesses of my mind and subconsciously brought it forth. The wet noodle. I love this game. It loves so many puns. It's my style of humor. Just puns all day long. But, yeah, glean evidence. You don't gleam evidence. So were there any other clues you could glean from this piece of evidence? Well... If you must change the topic, then the good detective here must testify again. But too bad, not enough time. Let's move on.
Oh yes, Miss Von Karma is perfectly correct.
Why? He could just testify again. We got time. We don't have to get the entire trial done in 20 minutes. Not even the judge is on her side. But if I bite off more than I can chew here, what should I do?
I'm pressing further! Why is Miss Von Karma suddenly putting up resistance? There must be a reason as to why she suddenly threw out an objection like that. There must be something about this costume. I just have to look harder.
Mr. Wright, Miss Von Karma's logic is perfect. There's no way for you to poke a hole in it.
Looks like my time is up. So about the costume. Let me take a peek at this. I want to look at it, dang it. Oh, okay, I guess I can't. I missed that from the last episode of the first game. Being able to investigate every piece of evidence closely. Well, to be fair, every single prosecutor I've ever faced uses intimidation tactics. So, I don't think they know any other way. It's like that's how they learn in prosecutor school or something. You know what? There is one little thing. I don't know what the thing is, but I'll figure it out on my way. Your Honor, actually, there is something very wrong with this piece of evidence.
What? What are you talking about, pal?
Don't threaten me with your whip. I don't fear it.
Where is this problem you're talking about?
I've come this far. There's no turning back now. The problem I have with this piece of evidence is here. Okay, this is my first time looking at it. Oh, wait, hold on. Thank you for making it obvious. There's a bullet hole in the sleeve. I asked the court to please take a look at the sleeve of this costume.
The sleeve? There's a tiny hole here.
A hole? But that wasn't in the report.
Hold on. What's this around the hole?
It smells faintly of gunpowder. Gunpowder? No one ever told me! Oh, that smells faintly of gunpowder. Looks like I found the hole I was looking for. Pun intended. Your Honor, the only logical conclusion you can make is that it must be a bullet hole.
Order! 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 This is a very grave matter. It's best we correct the court record first before anything else.
It is best we do that first. It changes who could have possibly shot. She could not have shot through her own sleeve and then also the victim. Sorry about that. I guess we messed up, sir. Is she actually smiling? What else is she hiding? Pull yourself together, detective. That tiny hole doesn't change a thing. The strength of the evidence still holds. Continue with your testimony. That just now was a fluke. Nothing more. Objection! Agreed. Objection. How can you say something like that? This is a huge oversight!
While I agree it is a mistake on the part of the police, what Prosecutor Von Karma has said is true. The evidence still stands. If you do not find a more definitive problem with the evidence, then...
No way!
Detective Gumshoe, please continue your testimony.
The problem here is 2 gunshots. That's the real problem. There were 2 gunshots. And one of those was clearly pressed up against Maya's sleeve, hence why it still smells of gunpowder, having a bit of... Well, maybe. Would it... No, it doesn't have the burns, though. Like the guy's forehead. But if there were 2 gunshots, there should be 2 bullets. But the victim was only shot once.
I admit, I am a little puzzled as to where the second bullet is.
Detective Gumshoe, please continue with your testimony.
Yes, sir. The defendant attacked and killed a person who, without a doubt, was not fighting back. How do you know he wasn't fighting back? He wasn't fighting back? How do you know if he was or wasn't? We can find no evidence that the victim put up any sort of struggle, pal.
So did the murderer have a fight with the victim or not? Depending on this, the circumstances around this murder changed drastically.
Actually, it's very good that we didn't go for the self-defense, because if he didn't fight back, there's no evidence he initiated a fight either at all.
Ugh, we're in real trouble now.
If only I had something to prove that the victim did fight back.
I found Karma.
She thinks she can decide the verdict with this testimony alone. Well, I'll find a critical contradiction somehow, and then I'll have her. Somehow. Sorry. Oh, dang. Okay, hold on. Let me take a peek at all this. Hold up. The question is, where do I present this? As you can see... No. The costume covered in blood. Okay, so I can't present this yet. I have to prove that he was fighting back. Oh, it's obvious. Or maybe not so obvious, huh? Okay, that was embarrassing. Probably should save before I get myself into too much hot water. That doesn't make sense, though. It says he was not fighting back, but this gun has 2 sets of fingerprints on it. Meaning he did draw it. He did have it in his hand. I don't have many other options. I don't know. Maybe? Nope. I'm just gonna go back there. I don't have a lot of evidence, so I'm a little puzzled as to what could prove he was fighting back. Maybe the diagram. Nope, that didn't help. Set in the chest and shot at point blank, gunpowder residue around the bullet hole. That's past article, the Fey Manor. Don't think Gumshoe's hiding any secrets, he's not that sort. And it hasn't hinted that he is hiding anything. Let me take a look at this again. I was kind of hoping I'd see fingerprints or something, but it's just blood splatter and a bullet hole. Maybe I'm looking at this the wrong way. Costume the defendant was wearing during the crime. So this part is all about the costume, and I need to somehow prove the defendant was fighting back
centered around the costume. Yeah, okay, I already read that. He wasn't fighting back. I have no evidence that he was. Or do I? I have to. That's my only option. And somehow this key is the key to it all. But I doubt this key is evidence that he was fighting back. Dang it, it seems so obvious that he had fingerprints on the gun as well. I always forget I can do this too. I can present people. Let's see. Any clues in the writings next to their faces? I see. None of that was helpful. It was her outfit. What do you know? That's bizarre that we were talking about her outfit, now I have to present her outfit. Detective Dick Gumshoe.
Yeah? Having to come up with my full name is kind of a weird feeling.
You said that my client killed a person who, without a doubt, was not fighting back.
Yeah, I did.
Then what, may I ask, is the bullet hole you police overlooked supposed to mean?
What does it mean?
I'll tell you what it means. It means that the victim had fired off a shot.
Is this what it means to not fight back? You're right. This seems you are correct. Great, I've proved that he fought back against Maya, apparently. If the victim had tried to shoot the defendant, then it would change everything.
Alright, the wind's gonna be shifting. Huh. What's with that "are you finished yet" laugh? Are you finished yet, Mr. Phoenix, Wright? That might be why she had the laugh.
Miss Von Karma.
It seems that Maya Fey was shot at by the victim. However, that is only grounds enough to support a justified self-defense plea.
That is correct.
But I'm sure you remember, Your Honor, what the defense clearly said. They rejected justified self-defense and pleaded not guilty.
Ah!
Now that you...
Why, that's right.
Why is everyone surprised by this? Did they forget that? Did Phoenix forget that? Which means the defense has yet to prove anything at all.
No!
What are you talking about? I proved that the victim had self-defense. I proved my client attacked him.
Well, yes, that's true.
Furthermore, just the fact that there is a bullet hole in the costume is not enough to substantiate even a plea of justified self-defense.
Huh? How so?
Ah! Don't just stand there. Hurry up and tell the court what transpired that day. with the new information we acquired added in, of course.
Huh? You mean by myself? You want me to put together the scenario all by myself? Ah!
Everyone just keep getting whipped.
Yes, sir! Right away, sir!
Alright, what transpired? The witness testimony.
During the channeling, the defendant saw her chance to stab the victim in the chest. Of course, the victim used the last of his strength to fight back, sir. While the two were fighting, the victim took out his gun. The victim shot, but because they were too close, he missed. The defendant then picked up on the opening, took the victim's gun, and ended it.
Out of his hand? That's hard to do. Especially since he's much bigger than she is. I saw them side to side. He's taller than she is, so he had leverage on his side.
The scenario you have put together does make sense.
Yeah, it's got everything it needs, except one crucial piece of information. There's no motive.
Yes, sir.
Well, Mr. Wright, okay, what's the motive? Can you answer that one? On the surface, it does seem to make sense. However, I won't give up that easily.
Please refrain from glaring at me like that. It's scary. Now then, your cross-examination, please.
What transpired? Cross-examination. I guess I should probably save.
During the channeling, the defendant saw her chance to stab the victim in the chest. Of course, the victim used the last of his strength to fight back, sir. Why am I reading this all again?
I could just, press him on everything. Like I'm supposed to. There is quite a difference in height between Dr. Gray and the defendant. Hey, he picked up what I was put down. Added body strength, and it seems unlikely the defendant could have stabbed the victim.
Now that you mention it,
yeah, I guess.
Objection!
You think you can get away with such flimsy reasoning, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Maya Fey was in the middle of channeling, was she not?
yeah.
When channeling with the Crane channeling technique, the medium physically changes.
Cool. She transformed from a woman to a slightly taller woman.
But I don't even know how tall, Mimi, that's it. Mimi Miney was, I don't know how tall Mimi Miney was. With the nurse's build, the defendant could have easily been a match for the doctor. I don't believe it. She even studied upon the Korean channeling technique. Like I said before, I am perfect.
Time to bring perfection crashing down. About what you were talking about. I didn't quite get it. Never mind. So many scary glares. Let's continue with the testimony then.
So he was stabbed, but the stab wound didn't kill him.
But if you think about the blood loss, he was probably hurt pretty bad.
How badly would you say he was?
Actually, I went to give blood the other day, and afterward I felt lightheaded and dizzy. I guess the damage was maybe about 10 times the dizziness.
That's impossible.
Sorry.
Yeah, you can't have 10 times the dizziness. You can only give 1 pint of blood at a time, and the human body only has 10 pints of blood in him. If 10 times the dizziness of donating blood is dead. Okay, while we're fighting Victoria's gun. Where in the world did that pistol come from?
It looks like the victim, Dr. Gray, had specifically brought it for that day.
But a handgun?
He got it off the black market about 2 days before the murder. I'm assuming this is supposed to take place in an alternate version of Japan. Because I don't know anywhere where trials are held this way. Definitely not in America. But Japan's the only place I can think of where you'd have to get a gun off the black market. Because America, you can just go to a gun store and buy a gun.
Why did Dr. Gray bring a gun? Was he taking precautions against something?
The victim took a shot,
But because they were too close, he missed. So you're saying that the bullet hole in this costume was made then? Sorry, pal. But yeah, that's what I think. The two of them were already fighting when the shot was fired. Maya, I'm really glad you weren't hurt. The defendant then picked up. Okay. Next! Okay, the last piece of pressing.
Maya has never fired a gun before in her life. The victim had already taken off the safety. With the safety off, even an amateur like you can fire it just by pulling the trigger.
Even me? I wonder. Now do you understand? Von Karma's logic is perfect.
Yes, that's why your father's perfect logic led him to murder.
His testimony certainly makes us look very bad. But there's gotta be a contradiction in there somewhere. And uncovering it is going to uncover the truth. I can feel it.
Okay, stab victim in chest. Lies returned to fight back. Took out his gun. Took a shot, too close, missed. Defender picked up on the opening and took the victim's gun and ended it. And my evidence is... What about the second shot? Actually, yeah, what about the second shot? Come on! It was fired twice. Isn't that important? I thought so. Fired point blank. That's not gonna save her. I'm an attorney. Nah, that probably won't save me. Okay, so stab with... She didn't have blood on her hands. Literally, there was no blood on her hands when she came out of there. Oh, wait, I realized that. I'm stupid. There were two shots then. He just talked about it. He fired in self-defense, then she fired, is what he's saying. So that's... My bad. That's the two shots. Okay, well... Took out his gun. Hold up. Dang. I was kind of hoping it would tell me how tall she is.
I don't have a lot of suspects. I have a lot of people connected, but I don't have a lot of suspects. That's not very useful. No.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Stabbed him in chest, but he fought her. Did he? Did he take his gun out after or before he was stabbed? While the two were fighting, the victim took out his gun. Ghost just seems to be implying after. I kind of wish I had more obvious evidence. I've got this, and this, and this, and this. I mean, I could just try to throw things against the wall, see what sticks. I have a doubt that this is it, though. I was right. It's not it. It's not the answer. It wasn't the autopsy report. Nope, it's not the costume again. First I gotta figure out where the contradiction is, then I gotta figure out what the contradiction is. So where is the contradiction? Wait, this is all under the assumption that the order is stab first, then knife. I mean, no, stab first, then gun. Oh man, there are too many options. Here's what I mean. There's too many options. When you can select between the people now and the evidence. This is tricky.
Well. Yeah, I should have guessed. I tried the knife, but that's not the answer. It's not the knife. I don't know why, but I suspect it has to be a person, right? No, I gotta be wrong. I gotta be wrong. No. It's not the bullet hole. Of course it's not the bullet hole. Why would it be the bullet hole? He took a shot, but missed. Wasn't even too close, he missed. Pointing out where the bullet went doesn't help me. Okay, no, that was just the lightheaded dizzy. That one didn't kill him. Wait. They're saying that he bought the gun off the black market. So how can they know it's his gun? Where in the world did the pistol come from? They say he bought it 2 days before the murder. But how can they prove something like that? I mean, that would mean he bought it. Yeah, he bought it 2 days before he saw me. No, he bought it the day before he saw me. That's not it. How do you miss? Wait, hold on. Because they miss. How do you miss because you're too close? It's a gun. Point blank. No. How am I supposed to prove him wrong? He's making assumptions based on evidence. I have to prove him wrong on his assumptions. I'm not proving evidence wrong. I'm just proving his interpretation of evidence wrong. Which means... if I'm proving his interpretation of the evidence incorrect, then I think it had to be the knife, but I don't know where to present the knife. If the victim already had a knife, why would they then pick up the gun? Yeah. But... not the victim. Man, I would have lost this game twice over already. I mean... yeah, that's what I think. Oh, he's fighting when the shot was fired. And she got tense. That's it. That's it. That's my opening here. This has to be my opening. Here. But it's not the knife. Because she gets tense right there. She tightens the whip and she doesn't say anything. So she's defensive there. That's got to be it. Once again, it's the costume. Okay. It was just here. Okay. It was right on that specific piece of testimony. Missing the tiny hole on this costume. Will be the prosecution's undoing. Eh? What do you mean? This little hole has actually created a huge hole in your testimony.
Now explain yourself, Mr. Wright.
You said the two of them were fighting when the victim fired his gun at point blank. If that were true, then where is the gunpowder burn on this costume? Aha! Obviously. It was so obvious to me. I mean, completely. Gunpowder burn? I guess I did mention gunpowder burn earlier. It should have been obvious to me. This is what you testified earlier. When something is shot from point blank, a burn area is left around the bullet hole. Oh! But there is not a single trace of gunpowder burn on this costume. I'm right.
That is a very good point.
And what exactly does this mean? It means that when the shot was fired,
They were standing apart from each other. I'm disappointed, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You think you can punch a hole in my logic like that? With that? With wishy-washy thinking like that, anyone can explain away anything. Then I implore you to disprove my line of thinking. Let's see. In the middle of their fight, the victim pushed the defendant away. And it was then that, when they were separated, that he fired. How was that? How'd she get the gun? As if that were even possible. According to testimony, the wound from the stabbing was very severe. The victim would not have had the strength to push the defendant very far after that. Well, then... That's right. The defendant must have pushed the victim away. Or, the defendant must have pushed the victim away. After stabbing him, she must have put some space between the doctor and herself. And then, while she was preparing to strike again, the doctor took his shot. There. That should satisfy you.
Nope! That does make an awful lot of sense. What do you think, Mr. Wright?
I must be careful. I can't afford to make a mistake here. Concentrate and think. Something doesn't make sense. How'd she get the gun? There's a fatal flaw in her argument, Your Honor. Fatal? Flaw? No! Very interesting. I would love to see where this flaw is. Show me something that contradicts my explanation. Well, it was in the testimony, so that's gonna be a little tricky. There has to be a snag in her explanation somewhere. She put some distance between them before rushing to make the final blow. When she was about to strike, the doctor took his shot. There must be a piece of evidence that contradicts this line of thinking. Finally! I can use the autopsy report. Take a look at this! Why show me this? Oh, okay. Well, I don't exactly know where to save, but I need to save somewhere because this is about to get ugly. Looks like you need to use your brain a little more, pal. Insulting. Okay, fine. I'll save with the insulting part. That looked so much like it, though. Being lectured by Gumshoe of all people is so embarrassing. Come on, hurry up and get to that thinking cap on. Okay. Here we go. Has to be a snag in our explanation somewhere. Put some distance. Was about to strike. The doctor took his shot. Contradicts this line of thinking. Okay, so it wasn't the autopsy report. Weirdly enough. That proves that she had to be shooting him at point blank and had to stab him. So... I want to say the blood splatter. Well, I thought so. Okay, it's also not the blood splatter. I just have to prove that she was close.
Nothing in here. Not this.
The room was tiny?
There's still enough distance so that they're not a foot apart from each other. Maya's and Gray's fingerprints. I don't have much evidence. A piece of evidence contradicting the line of thinking that they were close, pushed apart. He shot, which created the bullet hole in her costume. Then she stabbed him. And then also took the gun and shot him? Wait a minute. I only have a few pieces of evidence to present, so it shouldn't take long. The gun? Not the gun? Not the gun. Okay? Not the gun. Put some distance. He was about to strike. The doctor took his shot. The costume. No? Not the costume. I mean... she had a knife, a pistol, and the autopsy report. With gunpowder residue. This is the piece of evidence that destroys your logic.
What is that? A folding screen?
I would like to point the court's attention to the hole in this folding screen. What do you know? I actually brought the folding screen into day one's trial. I was actually not considering that because I thought the bullet had to leave the screen, not go into the screen. Ah! It looks like you already know what I'm talking about.
Who? Where? What? Mr. Wright, your explanation, please.
Are these two really that clueless? The bullet went through the defendant's sleeve first, then the folding screen. It passed through at a height of approximately 8 inches off the ground, which means... when the shot was fired, Maya, the defendant, was not getting ready to strike, but was actually squatting low to the ground.
Order! Order! This changes everything!
Please look at this diagram of the crime scene. The victim, Dr. Gray, was here when he fired the shot, and the bullet hit this folding screen. It hit at this location about 8 inches off the ground. At this time, the defendant was in this area. About here. Somewhere around here. Uh-oh. They scrunched like he just smelled some serious bad breath. That is,
Wait, I just realized I forgot to brush this morning. Excuse me while I freshen up.
Sure.
In the meantime, I want you to think things through again, Mr. Wright.
Dow, dang. Ah, of course. Whoops. Okay, well, I was going with what they said. I probably should have not pointed to where they said it was. What's done is done. For now, I should focus on where Maya was at the time of the crime. This time, the defendant was in this area. Logically speaking, what I should have done was gone, that bullet. Oh, that victim. He shoot. She in.
This area? Ah, crud. Wait, hold on. Going through, and I need to save. I need to save, because... It's not where I keep thinking it should be. This time I actually... She wasn't close to him, because there was no bullet burn. Wait a minute. If the victim's there, and the bullet hole is over there, and I had to go through her sleeve while she was 8 inches off the ground, so she was squatting. But she wasn't close to the victim. Crud. She wasn't there. Okay. I mean, based on how... I'm basing all this on how Maya said everything. Maya's description was she was just in front of him. Like, in Maya's description, when she told me about this, and I'm talking about last week when I last played this game, she said this, she said she was about here. And that was the first place I said she was. But they said no, she was not. There's no reason to be kneeling over here. She would have been in the main format area. But if she was here, how would the bullet end up down here? When he's right across from her. I said down here, in this quadrant of the mats, bottom right, and the judge said not here, but it couldn't be up here or behind the victim. My guess is it's such a finicky little area that I might have missed it. Well, that's not right. Okay. Where was Maya then? Not around there. Okay, I'm running out of areas to point to. That makes sense. On top of the victim! Come on! I've already said she was here. That was wrong. right next to the bullet.
What? I was joking. Okay, if you look at the amount of space back there and the fact that there's like, you know, no reason to be back there, why was she back there? There's no reason to be back there. Why was she by the folding screen? When she was shot. I mean, her sleeve was shot. Okay, well, let's get roll with this, see where Phoenix is going. Because I don't see where he's going with this. She was standing here, near the folding screen. Wait a second. We know the defendant was close to the ground based on the height of the bullet hole. But how can you gauge the distance from that? Isn't it possible that the defendant was standing much closer to the victim? Like, that is what I was thinking. That's impossible. But why? You of all people should know the answer to that question, Miss Von Karma. If she were shot from somewhere closer, there would be gunpowder burns present. Okay, the room's small, but it's not that small. However, there is nothing of the sort around the bullet hole of this costume. Ah! Curse you, Mr. Phoenix Wright! You!
I believe it has now been proven that the defendant was standing a ways from the victim when she was shot at. But do you think this has changed the defendant's situation?
This is probably the wrong answer. I want to say it doesn't change anything because I think that'd just be funny, but it changes everything! Honestly, Your Honor, this changes everything! The prosecution has claimed that the defendant was aiming to kill by stabbing. If that were true, delivering the final strike with the knife would be ideal. However, where and what was the defendant doing at that time? Squatting all the way by the folding screen? Exactly. If Maya Fey was the real murderer, why would she be by the folding screen instead of preparing to strike?
Upon further consideration, it does
Make very little sense. Yeah, I figured there had to be a reason. Figuring things out and proving the logic behind everything is your job! Oof! Alright. With this, the rest of the trial should be in the she's smiling. That's not good. Blast radius of disaster. Should be in the the blast radius of disaster. That's good. You are such a smart man, Mr. Phoenix Wright. To think that you've been able to take a completely hopeless case to this point. Now I know why Papa had a tough time with you. You amuse me.
of all the things to inherit, why did it have to be that smarmy smile?
Detective, how dare you damage my perfect logic?
Huh? How is this my fault?
You can start repairing your standing by first removing that 3-strained goatee. Oh, and rest assured, your punishment will come later.
Punishment?
Well then, Your Honor, I think I've had all I can take of this detective's face. I think it's time to call in the next witness.
Next witness? That's gotta be Lotta. Very well. The court will take a 5-minute recess. After we reconvene, we will hear from the next witness.
To be continued. Whew. I'm gonna just save my progress. And as though I haven't been saving my progress all this time. Man. I'm gonna take this opportunity to just take a breather. Whew, this is episode 2. And already it's a tough case. Just got some crackers. I'm just gonna mute my mic for a second while I sate my hunger before diving into the next one. Because I cannot munch on anything in this game. I gotta take the opportunity to do so while I can. Okay, I'm back. Just had to munch on the crackers without my mic on for a second. Okay. Let's get to the next part of day 1's trial. These are going to be long cases, aren't they? If they have several witnesses in a single day. Much longer than game 1. June 21st, 11:37 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3. That was a close one. I know you were giving it your all to defend me, but I could feel the death penalty hanging in the air. I felt like I was pretty close to dying myself. But you were wonderful out there. You listened carefully, made theories, and tricked everyone into believing you. I didn't trick anyone to... Thanks, I guess. Wait, tricked? That must be the lawyer's secret technique, right? By the way, is the next witness who I think it is? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Lotta Hart. Oh. Guess there's no escape. Guess there's no escaping her, huh? Remember, Nick, you promised you'd save me. I did do that. If you lose, me and my sister's ghosts will come after you and haunt you. No pressure. Your sister? Are you talking about Mystic Mia? Yeah, do you remember her, Pearly? My sister was a super good lawyer. She was also Nick's teacher. Oh, I didn't know that. Interesting that she looks so worried. June 21st, 11:43 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 2.
Court will now reconvene. Now the first order of...
Oh! I don't want to hear it, old man. After I call my witness, sit there quietly and watch like a good little boy.
Yes, sir!
Bring in the photographer who witnessed the channeling. Witness, your name and occupation, if you please. Hi, Phoenix! How you doing? Just fine. Sorry about this. Didn't exactly have a choice, you know. Yowza! Name and occupation. I declare, one tarnation. Hey, Judge, this here is violence against my fair self.
That's fine.
That's fine. That ain't fine. That's a whip. Yeah! There's no need for foolish outcries from foolishly foolish fools. Just hurry up and testify about what happened on the day of the murder. I haven't gotten to say my name and job yet. Threatening. My name's Lotta Hart, paranormal photographer, and I'm here to testify.
No, let's all be one big happy family, okay? This is getting heated. Witness's account.
Only the doc and the defendant went to the channeling chamber. We were waiting outside the door, and then bang! We heard this gunshot. Mr. Lawyer there broke down the door, and we rushed into the room. Inside was the dead victim and the defendant waving a pistol around. I swear, other than those two, there was no one else in the room.
And did you take a picture of the scene right after the murder took place?
Reckon course. Yeah? Excuse me? Reckon course. It's short for, you reckon? Of course I did. Ah! Does it look like I care? Just hurry up and show your picture to the court. The moment of truth. What will be in that picture? Let's see here. This here's the picture. Man, she could not have shot a more incriminating picture than right now. Except for one key detail. Maya's face is missing.
It would certainly seem that only the defendant and the victim were in that room.
Picture taken at the murder scene. Lotta's photo added to the court record. Are you ready, Mr. Phoenix Wright? I will clear all doubt about Maya through this cross-examination. Yes, because I always resolve these cases on the first day. Just watch me. Witness's account. Cross-examination. I should probably save, because I'm slowly dwindling away my goodwill with the judge. Only the doc. Okay. Was it really only those two that went in? I mean, I was there, I saw, but still. What are you blabbering about? You were there too, or you're not? I asked the wrong question. Why didn't you answer that yourself? Was it really just the two of them? Yes, Dr. Gray and Maya were the only two that went into that room.
Hold on. We can't have the defense testifying against its own clients.
Anyway, folks, only the two of them went into the channeling chamber, you hear? But you knew that from the very beginning, didn't you? Witness, continue. Boom! Was it really a gunshot? Again, I was there. Are you insane? You must have heard it as well. Why don't you testify for the court, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Was it really a gunshot? I can't testify! I'm the attorney! But here I go testifying. Yes, I think it was something that sounded like a gunshot. And why are we here listening to the defense testify? And the world becomes just a little crueler. I heard a gunshot a long time ago, so I know. And I tell you, that was a gunshot I heard. Now this is where the story heats up. Boom, I broke the door down. So, let me get this straight. This Mr. Lawyer... So, let me get this straight. This Mr. Lawyer there broke the door down? Honestly, Mr. Phoenix Wright, why don't you tell us what happened? Yes, Miss Montgomery, I broke the door down. Sorry. Why does this feel like an inquisition? No need for apologizing. That was great. You're a real man.
Oh, really? That's something I would have liked to see.
judge is smiling rather openly. I'll take that as a good sign. Maybe? And what did you see once you broke in? Inside was the dead victim and the defendant waving a pistol around. Are you sure it was the defendant, Maya Fey? Sure, I'm sure. Lotta seems awful confident in her testimony. Press harder! Lotta, please think back to that day one more time. What you getting at? Remember what you said when we broke into the room? I was murdered. Lotta, at a time like this? Times like this are perfect for snapping up shots. But anyway, what's going on here? What's Gail? Is she... Maya? When you saw the murderer at that time, you couldn't even tell if it was Maya Fey or not. Am I correct? Well, you see...
Order, Miss Hart. You are here to present accurate testimony.
Yeah, sorry. Good. This just things back to my side. For a defense lawyer, your defense is terribly lacking, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Witness, think back to when those two entered the channeling chamber. One that entered? One of those people that entered the chamber was Maya Fey, correct? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it was Maya that went in.
It looks like we've come to a collective conclusion.
Oh, sneeze coming. Oh, man. I'm using tricks to try and not sneeze for the last hour and a half. That really wanted to come out, though.
The person in this picture is most certainly Maya Fey.
Exactly.
Rats! And I'm tracked like one. Again!
I swear on those two, there was no one else in the room. Can you be certain? Are you absolutely certain of that? Sure am. But that old witch chases out of the room, so... Old witch? Does she mean Morgan Fey? Ha! Get it? Because Morgan Le Fay was... well, not really a witch, but she was Merlin's apprentice. And there was no one else in there. Oh, but there was no one else in there, and you know it. The channeling chamber was very dark, almost pitch black. Was there really no one else in there? What about behind the folding screen? I've got several options, and a couple of them make sense. I've considered both. Not behind the door. Behind the door is a little dumb and obvious. The more likely is behind the folding screen, because the bullet shot, like the bullet shooting through the screen, and under the flooring. Both are plausible, but I'm going to say behind the folding screen. What about behind the folding screen? Did you check back there? Rat Given! Huh? What in the... Rat Given, you know? You reckon? That's a given. I took me a good look around the room once. There ain't no way anyone was hanging out behind that folding screen.
If I may have a word with you, Miss Hart.
What? You got a problem?
Rat Given. I mean, I am having a little difficulty on understanding you. If you would stop saying things such as Rat Given...
Ah! Now then, Mr. Phoenix Wright, do you see a problem with the testimony or don't you? I do. Just as I thought. There's nothing wrong with her testimony. I was with her, so I know she's telling the truth.
Enough. It seems that there are no issues with Miss Hart's testimony.
At the time of the crime, only 2 people were in the channeling chamber. The victim, Dr. Turner Gray, and the defendant, Maya Fey.
The face of the defendant cannot be verified in this picture. However, if we think back about the circumstances, it would have to be the defendant.
What am I going to do if I just let this go?
What is it, Mr. Wright? You look as if you have something to say.
If I make one wrong move, it's going to have the judge against me. Well, then I better save so I have as many chances as possible. Is there anything I can present that would prove it's not Maya in that photo? Maybe? I have a key that proves that... something. Maya, quick, are you right-handed or left-handed? Please tell me you're left-handed. This is really difficult because when Maya channels, she changes physical form slightly. I say slightly. Completely. She completely alters her physical form. Not her hair color or anything, just her body shape. So she grows taller, or I guess if she channeled someone tiny, she'd shrink. There's gotta be something in this photograph. Right? Unless... Yeah, I just realized the problem. She's on the wrong side of the room. So, yeah, present evidence. Your Honor.
Mr. Wright. Mr. Wright!
It is possible that the person in this photo is not the defendant.
What? Do you know what you're proposing?
Yeah! That's just plain fool's talk! Thanks, guys. Your show of support was just great.
Now then, Mr. Wright, please show the court some proof. Prove to this court that the person in this photo is not Maya Fey.
Here is your proof! What? Is there a problem? Oh, no. I thought I would work on my inflections. Just wondering what an objection with a twist of "you're wrong" sounds like.
Mr. Wright, I'm sorry, but I do not follow you around.
Oh. Wow, that's the first time I had a "you're wrong" with objection. Deceiving game. Well, I thought it was that. I thought it was in the photo. But the fact of the matter is, she's on the wrong side. She's not anywhere near the screen. Hold up. I can't see the front of her outfit, so I can't tell if it's covered in blood or if she has a bullet wound. Or not bullet wound, bullet hole.
know what? I'm not 100% certain I can prove that it's not Maya in that photo. Can't present anything yet.
Well, Mr. Wright,
Nothing, Your Honor.
That's very smart of you, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You really should give up trying to prove this is not Maya Fey.
I didn't say anything about giving up. I said I can't present anything at this time. I just don't have the right piece of evidence to prove my argument.
that's enough.
Is this it? This is all I can do?
I think it is quite obvious to the court that a verdict of not guilty is not possible.
I told you, totally 100% impossible.
Miss Von Karma, do you have any further questions for this witness?
Having established the defendant's guilt, further questioning won't be needed.
What about the defense? No further questions, I presume?
I couldn't protect Maya. The defense...
Phoenix, you can't make that kind of face. A lawyer is someone who smiles, no matter how bad it gets.
Iya! Boom! Pearl! She is also a gifted channel. I forgot about that.
I guess I made it just in time, wouldn't you say?
Okay, let's be honest. The game did this just so they could give Mia 2 different hairstyles instead of 1. Actually, technically 3 different hairstyles, including her original. But pearls?
Her clothes are a bit small. Anyway, what are you waiting for, Phoenix? Let's go.
But how? She's already taken away every advantage.
The advantage is still in your hand. Think carefully, one more time, about what you saw in the channeling chamber. Do you remember what you told me yesterday?
Dr. Gray!
Click. I was murdered.
What?
Click.
Lana, at a time like this? Times like this are perfect for snapping up shots.
You see, there is one final piece to this puzzle.
There's another picture! Lana, where's the other picture?
Mia? Question Lotta one more time, Phoenix. I don't know if she's doing it unconsciously or on purpose, but she's not testifying truthfully.
Now then, this court would like to end the cross-examination period.
I'm not done. Please wait, Your Honor. The defense would like to request that the witness testify one more time.
Overruled. I'm afraid you're too late, Mr. Wright. The cross-examination has already ended. Furthermore, any unrelated...
It's fine. I'll allow another testimony. Von Karma's case is perfect, absolutely flawless, and their arrogance is exactly why they always fail. And what better time than this for you to see that?
But, I mean, I have someplace I must go after this. All right, I'll allow it. Miss Hart, hurry and give us another testimony.
Well, hey, what am I supposed to talk about? Please tell us once more what happened when you burst into the channeling chamber. Okay, you got it. See, you got through to the judge somehow, right?
I didn't get through the judge at all. That was my actual opponent. Well, actually, it was Von Karma's whip that got through to him. Yeah, he's afraid of physical harm. That's what got through to him. Witness's account, part 2.
When we broke into that room, all I could focus on was Maya. I was, kind of scared of the dead body, so I didn't take a good look at it.
I'm really bad when it comes to blood and ghosts and stuff. But I still managed to point my camera at Maya and take a shot.
That's it. So I gotta press everything, but really I gotta press the last thing.
Nothing sounds different from before.
Some parts of her testimony were very vague. I should press her on those sections. Struggle all you like as you taste the bitterness of your defeat. Well, amuse me with your useless questions, Mr. Phoenix, Wright? I'm waiting.
Cross-examination. Part 2.
Oops, stop. I was trying to... There. This. So what did she look like? You know, she looked almost like a different person.
A different person?
She may have seemed like a different person. However, she was still Maya Fey. We have already made that point abundantly clear.
Yes, that is true. Well then, Miss Hart, did you happen to see anything else?
I was, kind of scared of the dead body, so I didn't get a good look at it.
Then perhaps that body was not Dr. Gray's at all. I mean, that's stupid. We know it was Dr. Gray's. We have his dead body. I don't know why Phoenix said this when I just pressed.
Eh? Well, I reckon that's possible.
If the body inside that room was not that of Dr. Gray, then whose body was it, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Well, what if it was that of Maya Fey after the channeling? Or maybe... Ow! Foolish fool spouting foolish foolishness, just as I expect of a foolish fool such as you. If that were the case, then that would mean that Maya Fey is in fact dead. That's a logical assumption, yes. That is what most people would assume in this situation. And that would make the defendant's chair quite a lonely place, wouldn't it? Sorry, Maya. You're not dead.
Are you all done here? Can I continue?
Yes, please. And yet, you're a paranormal photographer. And even knowing that, you still persist in being a paranormal photographer?
That's why I'm getting out of this here business. This gal's gonna get the dirt on... Yeah. This gal's gonna get the dirt on the stars and be a tabloid photographer from now on.
She goes through jobs faster than a baby through diapers.
What?
Mr. Phoenix Wright, would it kill you to stay on the topic for a change? Possibly. I tend to thrive on ADHD.
Well, would it, Mr. Wright?
Nice. Tag teamed in stereo. Guess I should be grateful it's not in 5.1. Get it? That's a weird esoteric joke. Here it is. Got a shot. 2, right? Two what? 2 shots. You took 2 shots.
But only one has been submitted as evidence.
Miss Hart, where is the other picture you have been withholding?
No, you got it all wrong. It's not me. I didn't mean anything bad. I know I can be a little mean, but I ain't evil.
Well, at least she knows herself.
Then why have you not shown this other picture to the court yet?
Well, ain't it obvious? That prosecutor woman told me to shut my trap about it.
What? So the prosecutor was withholding evidence? First of all, I'm pretty sure that's illegal. Von Karma!
Miss Von Karma, you were hiding critical evidence?
Unforgivable, Von Karma. Suppressing evidence like this. You're as bad as your father. No, I will not leave it to the judge. If anything, the judge is whipped by her. All she has to do is whip him once and he'll cave. So I'm gonna confront her.
Your Honor, the defense asks that Prosecutor Von Karma be held in contempt of court.
Well, yes.
Me in contempt of court? You can't be serious.
But you hid the evidence from the court on purpose. That's not fair. It's also withholding evidence, but you know, yeah, not fair. Let's go with that.
Phoenix, are you a lawyer or a school child?
Yeah, thank you, Mia. I was so angry I lost my composure.
Miss Von Karma, would you care to explain yourself to this court?
I thought this picture was not important, and thus felt no need to submit it. That's all.
How could you think?
The pictures were more or less the same, so why bother with the second? I mean, it's just so much more trouble than it's worth for me to submit this as evidence.
More trouble than it's worth? How? How can you say that?
If you want to see it that badly, I'll submit it.
But you're taking it to the murder scene. Alright. It's not gonna be obvious. Scratch that, it's completely obvious. That is not Maya. What is this picture?
It's obviously the second picture the witness took that day at the scene of the crime. Well, it's a little off-center, but that's what you get with a nervous amateur.
I think the important point here is the person in the picture. This is most definitely not Maya Fey. Thank you, Judge. What is the meaning of this?
This might be the break I was looking for. Now, should I or should I not insist that the person in this picture is not Maya?
I'm going to insist it's not Maya.
I know about the Maya transformation thing whenever she channels. But still, even so, I really don't have a choice. Drop the issue or insist it's not Maya. I have to insist it's not Maya, or else I lose.
Your Honor,
as you can plainly see, the person in the picture is not Maya Fey.
Yes, I can see that. It's not just her face. Her whole body has taken on a different appearance.
There's only one conclusion that can be drawn then. That somehow this other person snuck in and traded places with the defendant.
Order! 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 I will have order in my court. Well, yes, I believe you are correct, Mr. Wright. The person who was inside the channeling chamber was not Maya Fey.
Mia, we did it! Why do you not look happy? You're too soft. Huh? You're softer than Aunt Morgan's strawberry desserts, Phoenix. Take a look at Prosecutor Von Karma's face.
She's smiling?
I think you had better continue to worry, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Miss Von Karma, what do you mean by that?
Your Honor, I would like for you to take a look at this picture.
What?
This was taken yesterday at the detention center's visitor room. This is Mr. Phoenix Wright and the defendant, Maya Fey, during his visit.
Oh. How'd you get that? How at that angle? What security cameras on the ground looking up? Maya Fey? But isn't this a totally different person?
She looks this way because she is obviously in the middle of channeling a spirit.
It's unbelievable that she can...
Yet it is the truth. When Maya Fey is in that state, she physically changes into the person she's calling. Miss Von Karma, a word if I may.
Mia? You never speak up in these proceedings!
Taking pictures of someone during a private visit is illegal. Surely you must know that that picture can't be submitted as evidence. Obviously, I know this picture is illegal, but I never intended to submit it as evidence in the first place.
What is she?
From the moment I showed this picture to the court, this case became all mine. After all, this image has now been forever burned into the judge's mind.
I don't have even a single witty line.
It looks like we've been had.
I don't claim to understand this, and I still cannot believe it. Are you saying that this person is the defendant Maya Fey?
If I come up here, the trial will end. But if I slip up and say something wrong, it will cost me. Then let's make sure we're safe. Is there any way I can prove that the person in this picture is not Maya?
I'm pretty... Maybe? Wait. Maybe? Well, I saved, so... Yes! Your Honor?
Oh, the fire's returned to your eyes, I see.
This picture. Within this picture lies a critical contradiction to all the testimony up until now. Now, hold on. Okay. There's a critical contradiction in this picture, which goes a little against what I was trying to prove just now with saying I could prove it wasn't Maya. Confusing. I don't see the contradiction, but there is one.
The contradiction?
And just because I don't want to lose all my save, I'm going to save another save file. Just in case I need to go back farther. So you think you spotted a problem with this picture? Then earn your keep. Why don't you point out exactly what is so strange to us in the court? It's so eerily quiet. There's a ring. Blood stains. That's where it should be. I see. You see? I see.
I see the contradiction.
Take that! Please direct your attention here.
To the sleeve? But there isn't anything odd about it.
Exactly! And that is exactly what is so odd. Something that should be there is suddenly missing. Should be there. There was a bullet hole in the sleeve of the defendant's costume. If that's the case, then it should be in this picture as well.
Miss Von Karma, you intended to hide this valuable piece of evidence? You will most certainly be assigned a penalty for this.
All right. This should do some major damage to her argument. Don't celebrate yet. You like to bring down the mood, don't you? Take a look at Miss Von Karma's face. Ah, she's gloating again. Ah, she's got that condescending grin plastered all over her face again. Jumping to the gun, I see. Jumping the gun again, I see. Your Honor. I would like to extend an apology on behalf of those incompetent fools.
What do you mean? And what incompetent fools?
If those fools down at the precinct hadn't missed the bullet hole, I would have gotten a report about it. As I didn't, I could not have known that this picture was of any value to this case.
I see.
She's lying through her teeth. I know it. That woman knew about everything. The bullet hole, the picture, everything. But you can't prove that. Franziska von Karma's idea of a perfect case is quite fascinating, don't you think? Your Honor, you need not worry. If you must assign a penalty, I'll personally make sure that the detective gets what's coming.
Don't punish that detective for your mistake. Granted, he also made a mistake, but don't punish him for yours.
I'm sure there will be a great gnashing of teeth at his next salary discussion.
Poor Gumshoe. He already gets paid nothing.
In any case, this is a very big problem.
Oh. Why do I always get spam at this time of day?
Okay.
When the defendant was taken into custody, her costume had a bullet hole in its sleeve. However, from this photo, it would appear that right after the shooting, there was none.
The judge is confused by this strange twist of events. This is your chance, Phoenix. Load all you've got into this one shot, alright?
Got it. What's this, Maya? Your Honor, there is only one logical explanation for the contradiction. The picture is fake.
The shooter is someone else! The defendant's sleeve had a bullet hole in it. However, this person's clearly does not. There can only be one explanation.
The person who shot Dr. Gray was not the defendant, but a different person altogether. What?
Order! 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 If order is not restored, I will suspend this trial! Don't make me turn this trial! Ah!
Why me? The defense's argument is a complete mess.
A complete mess? I fail to see how.
Please enlighten us.
Hey, witness!
Ah! What the heck? Is there any way to ask y'all for a favor?
Be quiet, you. You were the one who said it was only the two of them when you entered the room. Well, you know, if you were lying, I swear that my wit will be the last thing you see.
Look, sis, you're looking mighty scary, so why don't we say you... Ah! I swear, I wasn't lying or nothing. There wasn't anyone else in there, honest.
You see? Now riddle me this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Where did the defendant vanish to? And where did this other woman appear from?
Why is it lately all I want to do is cry?
Well, if the person in this picture is not the defendant, then this poses two very big questions. First, where did the defendant vanish to? And second, where did this person come from?
That's right. Now hurry up and answer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Come on. You can't fall apart here, Phoenix Wright.
I can't believe that even Mia's calling me by my full name. But, I mean, how am I supposed to prove something like this?
Had enough yet, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Or do you think that you have enough in your... Yeah. Or do you think you have enough in you to turn things around even now? To turn things around. What an interesting turn of phrase. It inspires me to save, because for some reason, it seems important. Hold on. Never mind, I can't delete. Okay. That's there forever now. That's right. Mia would always turn things around and change her perspective. Phoenix? So, where did this intruder appear from, and where did Maya disappear to? I need to look at this situation from a different angle. Let's see. What if before we broke in, the third person was already in the room? And what if Maya had left that room somehow? If I could prove that either one of those conditions were true...
Mr. Wright, let's hear what you've come up with.
I think what happened before we forced our way into the channeling chamber is... it's both of these! Or more accurately, a third person had entered it. Your Honor, I would like to present some evidence. I have proof that there was someone else in the room before the murder took place. It's time! The key! Please take a good look at this.
Okay.
I've already seen it. Thank you.
And?
What's the purpose of this item? See, Your Honor? Okay, never mind. I don't think you actually see what you're doing.
I think it is the code that should be sawing at you, Mr. Wright.
Ouch, that stung. I don't trust myself.
Present another piece.
And I'd like to present some evidence. Okay. Come on. Dang it. I was hoping I could see the box in the back. That box I found in the guest chambers, I couldn't, well, I couldn't see it. The side room, that's it. There was a box I found in the side room before the trial. And I wanted to say, yes, there! But I couldn't. How is the key not enough? Okay, no, wait, wrong button. I wanted to reload here. Try to think about things in a different manner. Third person was already in the room, or Maya had left that room somehow. Okay. I want to say it's something Maya can't explain yet. Or, no. Something I can't explain yet. Maya was still in the room, but there was a third person in there, and somehow I can't explain it yet. I'm sorry, but I simply can't. You see? And the reason is quite simple. Because there is no explanation. That's why. As I thought. Oh, crud. Okay, that's giving up, apparently. But, Mia! Rethink things one more time. There has to be an explanation. I'm already perfect. So, of course, my conclusions are also perfect. Alright, Phoenix, calm down and let's try this one more time. Okay, so it's not that. Right, let's see what you come up with. But I don't know what evidence to present. I have all these people. Well, that didn't help me. I was hoping a roar of rage would help clear my head, but while my head is clear, it didn't give me the answer. Because the problem is that Maya's fingerprints are on the gun, not someone else's. How can I prove someone else was there? I have 2 pictures and I can't even prove it. Unless I'm overlooking something in the pictures, I think. I have to be. But I don't see the box that I found in the side room anywhere. Unless this is it right here. I don't think it's in the room. Wait a minute. Is that her? Wait, hold on. Here's the picture. Oh, dang, I think it might actually be her. Trixie, maybe... I mean, maybe... That was a weird bug, I don't know how I did that. But maybe what happened is it's kind of a grasping at straws. Maybe Eni actually looks a lot more like her sister than we're giving her credit for. Or maybe not. But it has to... But if there's a third person in the room...
man. It has to be a third person in the room. It has to be. Because Maya didn't go anywhere. And Maya's clothes had blood on them. And a bullet hole in them. So... Nope, I didn't think so. I just proved that it wasn't that picture. But maybe picture one was also not picture one. Haha! Nope. Unless it's, Maya left the room, in which case, that explains why the key... We saw Maya get handed the key, but Pearl found the key in the grass outside, on the ground. Which means... Oh, crud. I accidentally pressed continue. Maya had left the room. Maya had left the channeling chamber at some point, and events can prove this. Oh, how a foolish fool makes a foolish face while dreaming foolishly foolish dreams. Maya Fey was being looked after by her aunt, Morgan Fey. The chances of her leaving the crime scene is lower than that detective's salary. Anyway, let's see some evidence. Prove that the murder, until the time of arrest, the defendant... Wait. Prove that from the murder until the time of arrest, the defendant had left the room. Miss Hart, do you remember this key? Well, I've seen it. Hey, that's the channeling chamber key, right? Before the channeling started, Maya locked the door from the inside with that. The defendant herself locked the door? Yeah. That's why we all couldn't get the door open. That's the key. That key's the only one of its kind, after all. Oh, one of a kind, you say?
Wait, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Yes? It looks like she's catching on.
I'm afraid to ask, but why is that key currently in your possession?
What do you mean?
If Maya Fey locked herself in, then the key should have been with her.
Yes, agreed.
However, she did not have the key at the time of her arrest. Ah! Well, ain't that a kick? So how come you're holding it? I got this as a present from a certain little girl. And that little girl was nowhere near the crime scene at the time. That's preposterous. This means that Maya Fey must have left the room. If she had not,
then I would not be holding this key you see before you. No!
It seems we have come to an impasse. This picture has clearly captured the face of the murderer. However, if this person... Is this person the defendant or not? The defense is arguing that this person is not the defendant. Furthermore, as proof, this key has been submitted as evidence. Miss Von Karma.
How can this be?
At this point in time, a verdict of the defendant's guilt is not possible.
My perfect case! How is there a flaw in my perfect case? Don't think you've won yet, Mr. Wright. Mr. Phoenix Wright. I am a prodigy. I have never lost a case. And I don't intend to lose here in this courtroom to a fool like you. I don't care what I have to do. I will get my guilty verdict.
I can't believe this court allows a whip in the courtroom.
A whip's a weapon, technically. That's enough. If you would like to continue, do so in the lobby. Court will reconvene tomorrow at 10 a.m. That is all. Court is adjourned.
Alright, I gotta go and do more work.
June 21st, 1:32 p.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3. Wow! That was you, Pearly? You summoned my sis? Yes, I felt I had no choice. Great going, Pearly. I knew you were special. Hey, Nick, did you know?
Yeah. Not like anyone else in there could have done that.
Nick, I know you're trying really hard and all, but I really don't remember ever leaving that room. I don't think that a third person could have gone into that room.
Yeah. Well, at least we have until tomorrow to figure things out. Like what happened to that room, for instance.
Yeah, I'm counting on you. Aw, I envy the two of you. Oh, by the way, Nick, do you think you could take Pearly back home for me?
Sure. Alright, Pearls. You ready to go buy some tickets?
Huh? A ticket? Poor thing. So sheltered. What is this ticket you speak of?
Alright. Whew! Dang, what a day. But it's about time to call it. We're on to day 2 of the investigation. And then day 2 of the trial. So I'll be doing that tomorrow. Because it's about time to wrap up for the day. Oh man, thanks for joining me today. It's nice to have company. Have viewers like you. And thanks for following. I appreciate the follow. James Games. But today, we've determined that someone else had to be in the room, and that Maya had to have left at some point. What do we find tomorrow? Only time will tell. Maybe we'll get lucky and someone lies to our face, and we can break open another lock. Until then, have a great Thursday. Hope to see you mañana. See you next time. Peace out.